All right, next up, got this S2000 cover. Doing a galaxy theme on this, but different than the last galaxy theme. Obviously the last one was just kind of an experimental thing. This one is no different in that regard. So definitely just going to be taking some guesses. A lot less flake going into this one. The last one we did, a ton of different flakes with a black base. This is going to get a black base, but the customer wants most of it to stay dark. Just a little bit of color here and there. So we're going to try a little different method this time and see what we can come up with for this thing. Okay, went through and outgassed this thing. Now I'm going to go through and clean it. I'm going to blast it again, rinse it all off, and get it masked up for black. We're doing just a mirror black base on this, and then we're going to start throwing color at it. Got this thing blasted, went through and outgassed it all, just rinsed it all off. I'm going to go through now and get rid of all these casting marks. Probably not going to do the back side of this. They're pretty light. I don't know, I might go over it. But my normal thing on valve covers, as I've said in the past, is just to get rid of all these extra weird casting marks that don't need to be in there. They just make the overall look better. I mean, you can see how rough a lot of this looks. So we'll go through and get those all knocked down and start throwing the black base on this. Actually also going to you can kind of see maybe some of this here and some other stuff up in here. It's actually also some on this side, so it's kind of unique. The Honda castings are normally pretty good, but we'll go through and smooth all this thing out. Alright, so we got the black base on this thing. This is mirror black. Partially cured it. I did something kind of weird. I intentionally didn't clean out the gun when I sprayed this because I had white in it prior to this, and I was hoping that the white would kind of come out in little dots and give it kind of a star effect, which it did to some degree, but you can't see it much. So what I'm going to do now is I have a mix here. It's 25% Adams Gold, 25% Silver Sparkle, and then 50% Clear Vision. So it's just a thinned out silver and gold sparkle. I'm going to spray that over the whole thing to kind of create the, I guess, star effect as best I can. And then once I'm done, I'm going to put that in the oven to start it getting the flow out so I can get this hot. And then everything else I think I'm going to hot flock onto this, just because the way that I want to try to do the patterns, I think that's going to be the only effective way that I can do it. So we'll throw this on right now and see what happens. And once again, this is just to give it kind of a, like some star look. We're going to be putting some color over top of this So it's going to eliminate a lot of it kind of naturally. And you don't have to worry about getting this part super even. Like I said, this is just the stars, so it's as even as you think stars are going to be in the sky. I'm sure you can kind of see this, and at least see the sparkles on it. Alright, so next up, got that in the oven right now with the flake on it. Gonna divide up some colors here. I can tell you what they are. They're Sprint. I'm just picking ones that I have. So I have Sprint purple here, and we're not going to be using much color. This is you know, this guy wants a mostly black valve cover with a little bit of color to it. So I'm going to use Sprint purple, just a metallic purple from Prismatic. I'm pouring some in hoppers, and I'm pouring some in the lids of some hoppers as well. Just something like that. So, oh, you might have been able to already see this on camera. I'm going to be spraying most of the stuff out of the gun, but there are some things I want to try that might involve not spraying powder out of a gun. So, do this real quick. This color is Sassy, also from Prismatic. It's just a bright fluorescent pink. Just recently did some wheels in this. I think there was one of the UKC shorts with these wheels, and then I think in the last Motivation Monday you probably saw me putting these onto a vehicle as well. Pour some in this. Oh, I just dumped it all over my workbench. That's perfect. I've actually been looking at making a table that is like a vacuum table. So when you pour, or in my case, when I pour powder into hoppers, I get the kind of cloud of powder that exists around it. And if I had a little vacuum table, it would just suck all that powder down and through, and I wouldn't have to worry about spilling or any of that. But, you know, add it to the list of projects I'd like to do. So, and then this is Cosmic Blue. This is just a real high metallic, light blue. Decided to use the metallics on two of the colors, just, I don't know, more star shenanigans. Just to give it a little bit of depth. The whole thing is going to end up getting clear coated as well. So I have those, and then I also have a little bit of, I have white rather, loaded into a hopper. The white is going to be a trial thing. I'm going to try to make what would appear to be a shooting star. So I don't know if it's going to work. Like I said, this is all a lot of me guessing, but that's normally how these projects go. It's just a lot of me guessing. So I'll finish getting this stuff all prepped, pull that out, and look to start spraying it. All right, gonna go a little bit of blue first. And I'm using a fan tip on this because I can take this glove off. I want to try, I don't know if this will actually work. Oh yeah, that is exactly what I was hoping it would happen. And like I said, there is no There is no right way to do this, which also means there's no wrong way, which is even better. So I'm gonna switch to a pink powder. I'm not gonna clean out the hose. I'm gonna hope that mixes a little bit, and I'll start on the first couple sprays of pink. I'll make sure are around blue, so the blending kind of shows a little bit. One thing you want to make sure you don't do is accidentally become the ground while you're playing with a design like this. Okay, so that's the back. So one of the things I'm going to try to do is a shooting star appearance. Should I do that one with the purple? And then just switch straight over to purple. And then we'll put this in the oven to cure it out a little bit. You don't have to use this type of tool every time. I'm just kind of raw dogging it here, hoping for the best. Rotate this a little bit. There's no color on this side. I might actually go back and hit some of this with some black, just because this is getting a little more colorful than intended. Bentley. I'm going to rotate back through some of the colors. Okay, put it in, get it hot again, or warm it up again. Alright, so I'm editing this video and I just realized I lost a huge chunk of footage. There was a bunch more showing kind of the masking process for how I got to like the little swirly thing, the shooting star that sort of worked out. I mean, it worked out how I had expected. Ultimately, I wasn't super happy with this valve cover and how it looked. The customer liked it, then didn't like it, then did like it, but now I'm also doing another cover, so it's all relative. So I apologize for missing or losing out on this footage. I do have a video that I'm just about done editing. I want to do one more technique that will show like how to do specialty masking and things like that. So expect that to be coming up. This will be in the 7 videos in 7 days thing that I'm doing that this video is probably in the middle of.
Maybe your best course would be to tread lightly.
Good evening, good afternoon, or other times. Thanks for watching that video. Hopefully it was at least okay. But who knows, maybe this next one will be even better. So give this one a watch, or this one over here, and I don't know, while you're here, hit that subscribe button.